Hey guys, it's Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and I'm sticking with the football theme here. I'm going to show you some 1962 Topps cards. I'm trying to build this set in a PSA 4, 5, and 6 range, and there's 176 cards, I believe, in the set. And this is probably my favorite card right here. And this is the 62 Bart Starr in a PSA 5, and kind of showing you a close-up there because I want you to see just how sweet these cards are. I mean, you've got the black and white inset photo up here, which shows like a game action. And they're really kind of cool to look at some of the different ones. And you got just the neat, with Bart Starr, the classic handoff pose and kind of a stern look. And just an awesome card. But these are the black borders, and they are just notorious for chipping. They are so hard to find. It really, without a lot of white showing on them. And these are just really tough. They're like the 71 Topps baseball, the 85 Topps football. Very, very hard. And, you're going to have some off-centeredness, but I can deal with that. If you look left to right, you can see it's off-center. And but I'm okay with that. What I don't want is I don't want the fish eyes, and I don't want like fish eyes through here, and I don't want a lot of nicks on the edges. And the 62 set is just man, behind the 69 Topps football, it's my favorite set. A couple reasons: I was born in 1962, and so I want to have a set commemorating the year that I was born, and it's 176 cards, and I know it's hard to find, stuff in PSA 4, 5, 6, especially when you get to the Fran Tarkington, the Mike Ditka rookies. Those are the two big cards, but the backs are just really kind of cool. They got a cartoon on them, and I love this card. I recently picked this one up here, and just a nice card, but a beautiful PSA 5. And here's another Hall of Famer. I've shown this one before. Bobby Lane in a nice PSA 6. And again, just the cool picture with the muddy pants throwing the ball. Just really cool. I really like this. And, Bobby Lane, you can see this one's not quite as off-centered as the Bart Starr one was. And so I'm trying to be as picky as I can within reason on these cards. And here's the one I just showed the other day, a Hall of Famer. Gino Marchetti, and from the Baltimore Colts. And again, I just like the black and white photo up there, just kind of the big man, just getting ready to throw somebody down. You can see the offensive lineman's already on the ground there, and it looks like he's getting ready to come in for a sack or a tackle, I don't know what. But Gino was a great player, and you look at his size, 6'4", 245 back in the day. I mean, 11 years as a pro, 1962, so you're talking 1951, 50 when he came in. Big guy. Gino Marchetti, great player. And here's a Ron Case, defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. And again, just kind of a cool with the referee there, and he's in a 4-point stance. Nice PSA 5, pretty well centered. Again, you can see the borders in really good shape. And this guy here, basically his first year, and came out of Georgia. I like the backs on these cards. They're easy to read, and there's some good information on there. Here's a guy, Dick James, Washington Redskins, a halfback. And again, just the black and white, the cool running motion, and even just a smile on his face, and posing for the card. Pretty cool. I really like that. And came out of Oregon, 7 years as a pro. Dick James. Clyde Connor, an end for the San Francisco 49ers. And you can see he's just made the catch there in the black and white. Either playing the Vikings or the Eagles. I don't know for sure which. Clyde Connor with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'd been pro for 7 years. 190 pounds, 6'2". Different time back then. This card, I always kind of think it's kind of cool. King Hill, kind of a cool name for a quarterback. King Hill with the Philadelphia Eagles. And Looks like he's about ready to take a sack there in the black and white. And just kind of cool picture there with him throwing the ball. A white barn in the background, evidently, or some kind of a shed or garage. But King Hill. He led the league in led the club in punting. Coming to the Eagles from the St. Louis Cardinals in '61. Came out of Rice University. King Hill. This one here is a pretty neat card for me. Pete Retzlaff, Philadelphia Eagles. Those green eyes or something. I made a comment about it when I got this card, but his eyes almost look like they're like fake. You know, like people put contacts in to color their eyes or something. But again, you can see it, the off-center, but it doesn't jump out as bad as the black and white when it's chipped. And so that's kind of my key, is to really avoid the chipped ones with good-looking borders and no fish eyes, if I can help it. Of course, you know, sometimes you just can't because the quality was not very good back then. But Pete had a 7-year career. He was drafted by the Detroit Lions, but sold to the Eagles before the '57 season began. So Pete Retzlaff out of South Dakota State. Jimmy Patton, New York Giants defensive halfback. Looks like he's making an interception there in the game. And kind of a cool picture. You got the referee and he's picking the ball off. And pretty neat card there. Nice centering on that one. Borders in good shape. Jimmy led the NFL in '58 with 11 interceptions. Drafted by the Giants in '55 out of Mississippi. Look at the size, 185. 5'10", 185. Led the league in interceptions. Danny Villanueva, LA Rams kicker. You can see him. He's a pretty good sized kicker there in the black and white. And kind of an interesting pose. He's got the ball held down, no holder. But just kind of cool. 5 years as a pro. He was the top scorer for the Rams, finishing 13th in the NFL. Came out of New Mexico State. So Danny Villanueva. Again, I just really love these 62s. They're just so cool. Jim Gibbons, Detroit Lions. And the black and white's kind of cool there. Number 80. Looks like a pretty serious guy. Nice looking card. Pretty. Yeah, the centering again, left to right. You know, I mean, as long as the fish eyes aren't there, that's what my key is for me. Came out of Iowa. Didn't have the best year. He only had 1 touchdown last year. 6 for his career. 6'3" and 220 though, so not too bad for that time frame. Rich Kraetling. Rich Kraetling, number 88. And looks like in the black and white there, he's got a defender on his back. So pretty big shoulder pads for an end. And, came out of Illinois, 4 years as a pro. 208, 6'2", 208. Boy, not very heavy. Nice card though, nice card. And then Joe Perry, Hall of Famer. He was a fullback, running back, great player. Joe Perry for the Baltimore Colts. And cool black and white there. He's one of those guys that, you know, from yesteryear that we tend to forget about, you know, but here you see he'd been 13 years as a pro. Came out of Compton Junior College, 6 feet, 206 pounds. And but look at those yards, 7,000 yards, almost 8,000. And great player, 13 years, Joe Perry. Yeah, we tend to forget about these old guys, but that's one of the cool things about collecting cards is, you know, you get to go back and look at the great players that came before, and Joe Perry is definitely one of them. But anyways, I wanted to share the 1962 cards because I just love them. Just a great set. It's going to take me a long time to build this. I know that. I'm trying to be patient, and I'm going to have to chill out here for the first couple of months of the year, and maybe at Strongsville I might be able to pick up one of the big rookies. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'd really like to get the Tarkington or the Ditka. Those are the big ones, and of course Jim Brown. You know, when you're looking for something in a PSA 456, you're gonna have to open your wallet up to get it. But Love these cards. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to share them with you. Keep on collecting.